toxic. And
Still?
I didn't break my ecstasy fast enough.
No.
How many souls I lost.
No alcohol for me.
Alright, well, good thing is that those dark guys don't respawn.
That's good to know.
I think the devil dogs do though, which is unfortunate. Do you like Wreck-It Ralph 1?
I love Wreck-It Ralph 1. It's one of my favorite movies.
Do you like Wreck-It Ralph 2?
I didn't even watch it.
Not a good film.
I mean, why does like a toxicity meter keep building?
Because you stepped in the swamp.
Oh, okay. I was watching the end of Wreck-It Ralph 2 actually because I sat down to watch it because it was on Netflix, so I said okay, I'll watch it.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't hold my interest at all, so I left to go do something else. I came back when the movie was ending, and it was talking about how his insecurities ruined friendship. So I'm like, okay, what kind of message is this sending? What does it have to do with? How is this a fun video game movie?
Yeah, exactly.
This doesn't make sense. Why did they turn Ralph into like a weird stalker? That doesn't make any sense.
I mean, it's a good character progression. Like, the thing is, fun. Like, theoretically, it works because, like, okay, Ralph has never been loved, so the first friend he has is obviously gonna be really clingy. It's a good message to show that like being clingy isn't always really good. But the thing is, this is not what Wreck-It Ralph is about. Like, it's a fine message and it's okay, fun to, like, theoretically, but also this is not a Wreck-It Ralph movie.
Wreck-It Ralph is about your favorite arcade moments.
Yeah.
Wreck-It Ralph was about, I hate to call Wreck-It Ralph a, hey, I recognize that kind of movie. You know what I mean? But
it kind of it's only half of that. I don't know. I mean, it's a good movie. It's just weird. I don't know. I like it.
I really like. Okay, he's joining us. I really like the first Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah, the first one is good, but the second one is, I don't know. It's a weird.
The premise to begin with was weird because it should have been Ralph going into like online games and being like, if one of the very first jokes we ever made was Minesweeper.
Yeah. That literally. Okay. So for context, this is a really old joke that we're bringing back now. Okay. So I made a thing like he's gonna like go and like in the trailer he's like Minesweeper and he's tries stepping and it blows up and it's really funny. But what the joke eventually turned into was just us saying like some sort of random character or game and then Ralph going ah. Because that's kind of all. I mean, that's not really what Wreck-It Ralph 2 was, but it's like it very easily could have just been that.
Minesweeper. Oh, like I can't even do it without laughing. What did it turn into? Like Homer. Oh,
yeah, just nothing. Literally, and it was an actual critique of how they were gonna write the movie. And it turned into nothing.
It turned into us like making Ralph go into various movies and shit, just being like, oh.
Yeah, we were gonna see he sees Wreck-It Ralph on Netflix and he goes, me! Oh! Like it just sucks. It's just horrible.
It wasn't good. It wasn't good at all.
And somehow that bit is still better than Ralph Breaks the Internet. That's a horrible film. I do not recommend it in the slightest. I got all my souls back.
League of Legends! Oh!
But who plays Wreck-It Ralph? Isn't it
John C. Reilly's Wreck-It Ralph. Remember when the trailer for Wreck-It Ralph 2 came out on Disney Channel and they got someone who was very obviously not John C. Reilly to do the voice?
I don't think that's real.
It's real, and instead of showing footage from the movie, they showed like weirdly HD footage from the Wii game, which was like a sequel to Wreck-It Ralph.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it was really weird.
I do not believe you. This did not happen.
It's Ralph. And, like, I can't do a Ralph voice as it is, but it was someone who was impersonating John C. Reilly doing a Wreck-It Ralph voice. So I remember because it was like, me and my friend Penelope, we sure had quite the adventure, but now something weird is going on at the arcade. He installed something called Wi-Fi? Oh, I don't really know what it is, but it sure is weird.
This didn't happen.
Yes, it is.
No.
Yes, it is. I'm telling you, this is real. This is real.
I literally don't.
No, this is my Tom Cruise's The Mummy trailer, but with no sound effects. This is my that moment that you were mentioning earlier.
This really didn't happen.
Yes, it is. You can look it up right now.
No, because everyone will be talking about it. This happened. I've never heard of this before.
It was on Disney Channel. Of course, they didn't put effort into it, but the point is,
I mean,
what is John C. Reilly doing? It's not like Check It Out with Dr. Steve Brule is still going.
I thought you were gonna say what were they thinking?
What were they thinking? With this movie anyway, Wreck-It Ralph 2. It's
Oh.
no.
All the way down.
Oh no!
I don't even know where that is.
Where is that?
Oh no, let's find it.
I thought that said weapon type creature. Okay,
right.
at least you respawned here.
Alright, let's go.
So now you're semi down where you died, but there's so much more to go. So much backtracking. Did you ever get the item you wanted, by the way? What was it?
The Great Club, no.
You didn't get the Great
Well,
Club?
I didn't kill enough of those big guys. They're the only ones down here that drop it. I don't even know what their chances to drop it. I might have just gotten lucky in my last playthrough.
Would you like me to look up the drop rate?
Sure.
Okay. So
Better yet, just look up where you can find it, but whatever.
Okay.
Besides the point.
So Wreck-It Ralph 2, this trailer was like, I mean, the trailer alone. What was the original teaser image? It was Ralph standing on a bunch of like weird, like not licensed internet brands, and one of them was like Grubhub, but it was styled after the Pornhub logo.
That is not. This is not real.
You don't remember that teaser
None
image?
of this is none of this happened. This is psychotic.
I remember because they changed it, and because everyone started making fun of them.
Of course they would.
Did you get your souls back? Because I
What
recognize the
fuck
water
is he
wheel.
doing?
He's literally just hanging out. Leave him alone. You don't see your dog sleeping on the giant water wheel?
I don't have a dog.
You don't see dogs doing that? So what am I looking up? How to wear the Great Club?
Yeah, Great Club Dark Souls remastered.
Great
I think
Club
it's down here.
Dark Souls Remastered.
No, I was just here.
So you always revert to games you can't win. Great Club is a Great Club plus 15. Great Club is a weapon in Dark Souls and Dark Souls Remastered. Give to Frampt to receive 50 souls. No wait.
I don't want to.
How to get / where to find. Found in Blighttown near Quaylog's. Quaylag?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Quaylog's domain, Pocket Island with Rock Tosser Barbarians.
What the? Oh. Okay. Well, we can go there then. Just get it. We don't have. I'd have to get my souls.
Yeah, go get your souls back. Cause
What are you doing? Get your
We
soul.
made
that joke so
Yeah,
many
oh, yeah,
times
huh?
already. Where the hell is it though? I don't know.
I remember you fell down 30 flights of
Yeah, I
stairs.
fell down so far, but I don't remember where I fell. I know it was next to like a big water wheel that didn't have platforms, but I was not over there.
Can all those men shoot you?
No, none of these guys have projectiles.
Well, that's good to know. So regarding Wreck-It, you
Wreck-It
obviously like
Rwanda.
Wreck-It Ralph 1 better.
Obviously.
What do you like about that movie? Some of the things I like about that movie is it gave a lot of personality to arcade characters that have never ever had one before, like Satan from Satan's Hollow. Or what did he prefer to be called?
Satine.
Satine. Like, that was interesting. I just like seeing video game characters, like, talking and going about their days. Like, Dr. Eggman and Bowser hanging out. Like, I know Mario Brothers Arcade. I know the Sega Sonic the Hedgehog arcade. But I don't remember Bowser ever being in a Mario arcade game. Unless you
Even
count Mario
Mario.
Brothers Versus.
I was just gonna say Mario Kart Gold.
Oh, yeah, that thing.
Made by Namco. It's really weird, but it's fine.
Isn't Pac-Man and Rob in that game?
Yeah. No, I don't know if Rob. There's a few different. Where the fuck are my souls?
Oh, are they all the way down there?
I don't know where they are. I don't want to like go. I
You
don't
obviously
know.
don't want to jump down, but...
I had
Anyway.
so many, I can't lose them.
Right. You didn't even level up unless you did, and
No, I
I
didn't.
was not paying attention. But yeah, Wreck-It Ralph 1, it had a charm that I just don't I don't think the sequel could have lived up to it. I don't think it even needed a sequel.
That's what I was saying. It's like, okay, this is something
It was a good solo film.
There's something that I
it was
wanted.
self-contained.
Yeah, there's something that I've wanted to discuss for a while. Is that things that have definitive beginnings and endings and leave little to no unanswered questions that actually mean anything to the narrative or theme should not have any supplementary prequel or sequel material. Like Star Wars obviously doesn't fall under that category because there's a lot of unanswered questions there that are good for sequel and prequel material. It's just that none of it was handled well. But something like Wreck-It Ralph or something like Wreck-It Ralph, this is the two things that are specifically coming to mind of things that have definitive beginnings or endings with little to no unanswered questions or no unanswered questions that have any relevance to the story are that actually have stuff that adds to it are Watchmen and Homestuck. Two things that I hold very close to my heart, even though I don't like one of them anymore.
I wonder which.
Because like I don't want to go off on a tangent about why I hate all Watchmen spin-off materials. It's all fucking terrible. But
Would you like to talk about Homestuck then?
no, because I don't know anything about it. I stopped reading in like 2016. It's a fair statement to make. But
You were talking about.
yeah,
Watchmen
it's well that I don't want to like go into that too much. I more want to talk about in general because it's like.
I don't know. I don't see him. Move the camera so I can try to see.
No, I don't think they're down. We fell over there.
You're right, because we fell because the water bridge was like facing behind us.
I don't think we. I think we fell next to that big one. I don't know.
You'll have to just find a way to get down there, I guess.
This is hell. But
Yeah, keep going. I'd like to hear.
the thing is, the problem is that like when you do stuff like that, it's like it's just it's not even.
Uh oh.
Fuck.
Can't go back up. Oh.
Oh shit! This is horrible. This is actually horrible. But
Just inch along. You'll be fine.
problem. I'm trying to have a legitimate discussion while also not dying. The problem is that you don't anything that you do add to the story. It's just you're just gonna eventually be pulling it out of your ass, which is not good.
That's kind of what they did with the Frankenstein sequels, because after after Bride of Frankenstein, they didn't have any more books to go off of, so they made up like 2 more movies.
Obviously.
Which is weird, because Son of Frankenstein is actually really, really good.
Yeah, but that's the thing, is that like I don't know if you could say that like old Universal movies have like sequel material because they do have definitive beginnings and endings. They're obviously based off books.
Kill him.
He's dead already.
Push him off.
He's already gone.
He's gone. I love ragdoll physics in games.
I think they're down there. I don't know.
I thought I saw a sparkly. Find a way to climb back down. You climbed all this way up. Oof. Dangerous.
Let's get... But like... It's just like you're just pulling stuff out of your ass, and it's not very good, especially for thematic purpose.
What was that?
Some guy died somewhere in the world and gave me a little soul.
That's hellish. Imagine walking to work and you have like an orb come into you because someone randomly died.
Where the hell are my souls?
Go back down. Just keep going down.
I really hope they didn't fall somewhere in a place where I can't get them.
Because I feel like I can see a sparkly down there, but I'm not really sure.
No, that's this guy.
What about this guy? Even this guy. Poison! I poisoned them. Oh hey, he's here. That's good.
Yeah, we got these guys.
It's okay, they're dead. Anyway, you were saying?
Yeah, it's just
Get off! Get
like,
off!
I'm not saying, because this is specifically about the TV show, because the TV show of Watchmen is a sequel, not a adaptation.
Then why is it called Watchmen?
Because calling a TV show Watchmen 2 is stupid.
Yeah.
But specifically, because like, Watchmen is one of those things where the world is intriguing, but doesn't really need expanding upon, because there's already a bunch of flashbacks. There's already, like, it already has a definitive ending, and all the characters you care about have endings and resolutions, and it makes sense.
Get off there.
Not only that, but this is spoilers for anyone who hasn't seen it, but also you shouldn't care because it's bad and you shouldn't watch it. That
the TV show or the movie?
The movie's fine because it's an adaptation. It's not perfect, but it's good and it's serviceable. And obviously, it's serviceable and it's nice to look at. I'd say Zack Snyder misses the point in a few different scenes.
It's a Zack Snyder movie?
Yeah.
When did it come out?
2009. It's pretty. This is like pre everything. This is pre everyone hating Zack Snyder.
Try jumping down there.
Freaking know where my souls are. This is really boring to watch. Like, we're trying to make interesting commentary, but I keep interrupting myself because I don't know where I'm going. But
this kind of sucks ass, not gonna lie.
So original Watchmen isn't something that's doomed for a sequel. You could make a sequel to it. I don't think it would work very well because the whole point is that by the end of the story, I don't want to spoil it for you because you don't know anything about Watchmen, and we're gonna watch it soon. The whole point though is that superheroes are done. All the superheroes are retired or dead, and so like making a Watchmen sequel with no superheroes, because the whole point is boring. But also, the stupidest thing is spoiler. Things like episode 8 or something. They bring back Dr. Manhattan, which is the most retarded thing ever. Because the whole point is like The only reason I was even into the Watchmen TV show is that like it was gonna be a sequel. Like okay, maybe it can actually stand on its own because it's being its own thing, and there's not a lot, and they're trying to like extend the universe and stuff, and they're not really bringing any old characters into it that aren't explored in new interesting ways. And then they just bring Dr. Manhattan back. It's like so stupid. There's no point. He looks like shit too. Just a guy in blue paint. It's dumb. But
is he the guy who like disintegrated that one man?
yes.
I've seen many a meme of him.
Where the hell are my souls?
This is very strange. Like, I know we fell a very great distance, but come on.
I mean, we should have been able to find it.
It's
by
not
now.
like we've run out of places to explore. You should have seen them. Unless they somehow got stuck somewhere.
That's what I'm afraid of. Is that they fell somewhere where I can't get them.
But they should have died where you're. Well, what the hell is that thing?
Don't worry about it.
Okay, they should have fell where your body disintegrated.
Yeah,
that's what I'm not understanding.
Wait, I don't think they do that. Maybe they're up top.
You think they're up top?
Sometimes they fall, like where you were a few paces before you died, so that doesn't happen.
Okay, well,
we
go
might have
ahead.
just wasted like fucking 20 minutes looking for them when they're just.
Are they right?